Born on January 12, 1964, Jeffrey Preston Bezos grew up in cities like Albuquerque, Houston, and Miami. He went to Princeton University and graduated in 1986 with degrees in electrical engineering and computer science. In 1994, during a road trip from New York City to Seattle, Bezos came up with the idea for Amazon. Originally, it was just an online bookstore, but it quickly expanded to sell all sorts of things, like electronics, clothes, and more. Amazon grew rapidly and became the world's largest e-commerce company. It didn't stop at just selling things online. It also branched out into streaming services like movies and music, cloud computing, and even artificial intelligence. Jeff Bezos became incredibly wealthy through Amazon. For many years, he was the richest person in the world, with a net worth of over $200 billion. He made his money from Amazon's success and its many different services. Amazon changed how people shop and paved the way for online retail. It also became a major player in tech with its cloud computing services. Bezos' vision and drive turned a simple online bookstore into one of the biggest companies in the world. Jeffrey Preston Jorgensen was born on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. His parents, Jacqueline and Ted Jorgensen, were young at the time, with his mother still in high school and his father just 19 years old. Ted Jorgensen, originally from Chicago, was of Danish-American descent and came from a Baptist family. Despite the challenging circumstances, Jacqueline completed high school and attended night school with her baby in tow. Jeff began his education at a Montessori school in Albuquerque when he was just 2 years old. Ted Jorgensen faced issues with alcohol and financial difficulties, which strained his relationship with Jacqueline. Eventually, Jacqueline left Ted and filed for divorce when Jeff was only 17 months old. Later, she married Cuban immigrant Miguel Mike Bezos in April 1968. After the wedding, Mike legally adopted Jeff, who was 4 years old at the time. As a result, Jeff's last name was changed from Jorgensen to Bezos. After the adoption, Jacqueline, Mike, and Jeff moved away from the area in contact with Ted Joe. After Mike completed his degree at the University of New Mexico, the Bezos family relocated to Houston, Texas, where Mike began his career as an engineer at Exxon. During this time, Jeff attended River Oaks Elementary School from 4th to 6th grade. Jeff's maternal grandfather, Lawrence Preston Giese, held a notable position as a regional director of the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission in Albuquerque. Lawrence retired to the family ranch near Cotulla, Texas, where Jeff spent many summers during his youth. Eventually, Jeff purchased and expanded this ranch, turning it into a vast property spanning hundreds of thousands of acres. Even in his youth, Jeff showed a keen interest in science and technology, demonstrating his skills by creating an electric alarm to keep his younger siblings out of his room. The family later moved to Miami, Florida, where Jeff attended Miami Palmetto High School and even worked part-time at McDonald's during high school. During his high school years, Jeff participated in the Student Science Training Program at the University of Florida. He excelled academically, earning the titles of High School Valedictorian, National Merit Scholar, and recipient of the Silver Knight Award in 1982. In his graduation speech, Jeff expressed his dream of seeing humanity colonize space, envisioning Earth transformed into a vast national park. Following high school, Jeff enrolled at Princeton University in 1982. Initially pursuing a major in physics, he later switched to electrical engineering and computer science. Jeff was highly involved in extracurricular activities, serving as the president of the Princeton chapter of the Students for the Exploration and Development of Space, and SEDs. He graduated from Princeton in 1986 with a Bachelor of Science in Engineering, BSc, earning summa cum laude honors and being elected to prestigious academic societies like Phi Beta Kappa and Tau Beta Pi. Jorgensen was discontinued at his request. Upon graduating from college in 1986, Bezos received offers from various prestigious companies, including Intel, Bell Labs, and Anderson Consulting. He began his professional journey at Fattel, a fintech startup focused on telecommunications. In his role, Bezos was responsible for constructing a network for international trade. His exceptional performance led to promotions, eventually earning him the positions of head of development and director of customer service. After his tenure at Fattel, Bezos ventured into the banking sector, working as a product manager at Bankers Trust from 1988 to 1990. Seeking new challenges, he then joined D.E. Shaw Company, a hedge fund renowned for its emphasis on mathematical modeling. Bezos quickly rose through the ranks at D.E. Shaw, becoming the company's fourth senior vice president by the young age of 30. During his time there, Bezos gained valuable experience in finance and honed his skills in strategic decision-making and leadership. In the spring of 1994, Jeff Bezos was struck by the staggering growth of web usage, which was soaring at a rate of 2,300% annually. Motivated by this trend, Bezos and his then-wife Mackenzie Scott left their positions at D.E. Shaw to pursue a bold venture, establishing an online bookstore. They founded Amazon on July 5, 1994, in a rented garage in Bellevue, Washington, after drafting its business plan during a cross-country drive from New York City to Seattle. With Bezos leading the charge and Scott playing a vital role in day-to-day operations, Amazon embarked on a journey that would redefine e-commerce. Originally named Cadabra, Bezos later opted to change the company's name to Amazon, inspired by the Amazon River in South America. This choice was strategic. Alphabetical listings on websites favored names beginning with A, ensuring better visibility in online searches. Despite initial skepticism, Bezos secured vital funding, including an estimated $300,000 investment from his parents. He was candid with early investors about the risks, warning of a 70% chance of failure or bankruptcy. Although Amazon began as an online bookstore, Bezos always envisioned its expansion beyond books. True to his vision, the company diversified its offerings over time. 3 years after its founding, Amazon went public with an initial public offering, IPO. In the face of skepticism from traditional retailers like Borders and Barnes Noble, Bezos remained steadfast in his belief that the internet's growth would outpace competition, propelling Amazon to unprecedented success. In 1998, Jeff Bezos expanded Amazon's offerings beyond books to include music and video sales, marking the company's foray into diverse consumer goods. Utilizing the $54 million raised from a 1997 equity offering, Bezos aggressively acquired smaller competitors to fuel Amazon's growth. By the end of the year, Amazon had become a one-stop shop for various consumer products. To sustain Amazon's rapid expansion, Bezos borrowed $2 billion from banks in 2000 as the company's cash reserves dwindled. In 2002, he spearheaded the launch of Amazon Web Services, AWS, a groundbreaking venture that utilized data from weather channels and website traffic. However, Amazon faced financial turmoil later that year due to excessive spending and stagnant revenues. Nearly facing bankruptcy, Bezos implemented drastic measures, including closing distribution centers and laying off 14% of the workforce. Despite these setbacks, Amazon rebounded in 2003, achieving a profit of $35 million. In November 2007, Bezos unveiled the Amazon Kindle, a revolutionary e-reader aimed at providing an immersive reading experience akin to video games' flow state. The Kindle quickly became a game changer in the digital reading landscape. In 2013, Bezos brokered a groundbreaking $600 million contract between Amazon Web Services and the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, solidifying AWS's position as a leading cloud computing provider. By October of that year, Amazon had cemented its status as the world's largest online retailer, a testament to Bezos' strategic vision and relentless pursuit of innovation. In May 2016, Jeff Bezos made headlines by selling over 1 million shares of Amazon stock, generating a staggering $671 million, the largest sum he had ever raised from such sales. He repeated this feat on August 4, 2016, selling another million shares for $756.7 million. By January 19, 2018, Bezos' Amazon stock holdings had soared to over $109 billion, prompting him to sell stock to fund other ventures, notably Blue Origin. Notably, Amazon reported its highest ever profit of $2 billion on February 1, 2018. Bezos' wealth continued to skyrocket, surpassing $100 billion for the first time on November 24, 2017, cementing his status as the world's wealthiest person. Bezos expressed keen interest in expanding Amazon's reach into India due to the rise of Alibaba in China. In March 2018, he allocated a substantial $5.5 billion to localize Amazon's operations in India. However, Bezos faced scrutiny and criticism from U.S. President Donald Trump, who accused Amazon of various infractions, including sales tax avoidance and anti-competitive practices. These accusations led to a notable 9% drop in Amazon's share price, causing a significant dent in Bezos' personal wealth. Despite these challenges, Bezos swiftly rebounded when reports suggested that regulatory actions against Amazon were unlikely to materialize. In July 2018, members of the U.S. Congress called on Bezos to provide detailed explanations regarding Amazon's facial recognition software, Rekognition. The request underscored growing concerns about the ethical implications and potential misuse of such technology. Bezos' response to these inquiries and his handling of corporate responsibility issues would shape public perception of Amazon's role in society. In September 2018, Senator Bernie Sanders introduced the Stop Bad Employers by Zeroing Out Subsidies, Stop Bezos Act, criticizing Amazon for allegedly receiving corporate welfare. Sanders highlighted a report by the New Food Economy revealing that many Amazon workers relied on food stamps, prompting him to question why Bezos didn't prioritize fair wages over space exploration. Amazon defended itself, citing the jobs it created and disputing the accuracy of the median salary figures. Sanders persisted, arguing that companies like Amazon exploited part-time workers to avoid providing benefits. In response, Bezos announced a company-wide wage increase to $15 per hour, aligning with the Fight for $15 movement. In February 2021, Bezos disclosed his plan to step down as CEO of Amazon in the third quarter of 2021, assuming the role of executive chairman of the Amazon board. He emphasized his desire to dedicate more time to philanthropic ventures like the Day One Fund, the Bezos Earth Fund, and his space exploration company, Blue Origin, among others. Andy Jassy succeeded him as CEO. In February 2024, Bezos sold 24 million shares in Amazon, worth $4 billion, signaling his intention to divest 50 million shares over the following year. Bezos adopted a regret minimization framework during his tenure at D.E. Shaw in the early years of Amazon, prioritizing seizing opportunities over avoiding regrets. This philosophy led him to leave Wall Street to pursue the burgeoning internet industry. Known for his data-driven approach, Bezos meticulously quantified all aspects of running Amazon, often using spreadsheets to track employees and base executive decisions on data. He coined the mantra, "Get big fast," to emphasize the need for rapid scaling to achieve market dominance, reinvesting Amazon's profits back into the company rather than distributing dividends to shareholders. Bezos advocates for work-life harmony instead of work-life balance, viewing work and home life as interconnected. He implements the Bezos principle, suggesting that individuals who cannot tolerate criticism may struggle with innovation. Bezos values efficiency, avoiding early morning meetings and enforcing the two-pizza rule to keep meetings small and productive. When assessing job candidates, he focuses on whether he can admire them, their potential to raise the common standard, and their ability to become exemplary under various circumstances. Bezos prioritizes customer-centric approaches, risk-taking for market leadership, fostering staff morale, building company culture, and empowering people principles outlined in his annual letters to Amazon shareholders since 1998. Bezos draws inspiration from leaders like Jeff Immelt, Warren Buffett, Jamie Dimon, and Bob Iger, shaping his leadership style. Despite his busy schedule, Bezos spends only 6 hours a year meeting with Amazon investors, preferring narrative presentations over slide decks. He maintains an email address for customers to contact him, forwarding select emails to executives for resolution, though he does not personally respond. Recognition of Jeff Bezos. In 1999, Bezos was named Time's Person of the Year, marking his first major award for his pioneering work with Amazon. So, in 2008, he was recognized by U.S. News World Report as one of America's best leaders. Bezos received an honorary doctorate in science and technology from Carnegie Mellon University in 2008. The Economist honored Bezos and Greg Zier with an Innovation Award for their contribution to the development of the Amazon Kindle in 2011. Fortune named Bezos Business Person of the Year in 2012, acknowledging his leadership in the business world. He has been ranked the best performing CEO in the world by Harvard Business Review from 2014 to 2018. Fortune included Bezos in its list of 50 great leaders of the world for 3 consecutive years, with him topping the list in 2015. Bezos won the Heinlein Prize for advances in space commercialization in September 2016, donating the $250,000 prize money to the Students for the Exploration and Development of Space. In February 2018, he was elected to the National Academy of Engineering for his leadership and innovation in space exploration and other fields. Bezos received the Buzz Aldrin Space Exploration Award at the Explorers Club annual dinner in March 2018 for his contributions to space exploration with Blue Origin. He was awarded Germany's 2018 Axel Springer Award for Business Innovation and Social Responsibility. Time magazine recognized Bezos as one of the 100 most influential people in the world on 5 occasions between 2008 and 2018. In 2019, Bezos was inducted into the Living Legends of Aviation and received the Jeff Bezos Freedom's Wings Award and the Ken Ritchie Lifetime Aviation Entrepreneur Award. In February 2023, Bezos was honored with the Légion d'honneur, the highest French Order of Merit, after being designated a member about 10 years earlier. Jeff Bezos' wealth journey. In 1997, Jeff Bezos became a millionaire after Amazon's initial public offering, IPO, raising $54 million. By 1999, Bezos made it to Forbes' World's Billionaires list with a net worth of $10.1 billion, ranking 19th globally and 10th in the USA. However, his net worth dropped to $6.1 billion the following year, and further decreased to $2.0 billion in the subsequent year. In 2001, his net worth dropped to $1.5 billion before rebounding to $2.5 billion in 2002. From 2005 to 2007, his net worth quadrupled to $8.7 billion. After the financial crisis, his net worth decreased to $6.8 billion by 2009, but surged by 85.2% in 2010 to reach $12.6 billion. In 2014, a rumor about Amazon developing a smartphone boosted Bezos' net worth to $30.5 billion. By 2015, he entered the top 10 richest people, reaching $50.3 billion and rising to the 5th spot in a single day. By March 2016, his net worth was $45.2 billion. In October 2016, his wealth soared to $66.5 billion, making him the 3rd richest person globally, just behind Warren Buffett. In July 2017, he briefly surpassed Bill Gates as the world's wealthiest person. Bezos' net worth surpassed $100 billion for the first time on November 24, 2017, reaching $72.8 billion by year-end. His wealth growth sparked discussions about his staggering earnings, such as making an estimated $6.24 billion in just 5 minutes on October 10, 2017. In 2019, Jeff Bezos' wealth took a hit due to his divorce from his wife, Mackenzie Bezos. Without a prenuptial agreement, she received 25% of Bezos' Amazon shares, valued at around $36 billion, making her one of the world's richest women. Bezos retained control of the Washington Post, Blue Origin, and voting rights over the shares given to his ex-wife. In June 2019, Bezos made headlines with an $80 million purchase of 3 adjacent apartments in Manhattan, overlooking Madison Square Park, one of the city's most expensive real estate deals that year. He had previously bought multiple units in the same building in 1999 and 2012. In February 2020, he set a record in Los Angeles with the $165 million purchase of the Warner estate from David Geffen. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Bezos' fortune surged by $24 billion as demand for online shopping skyrocketed, particularly on Amazon. In February 2022, he added to his property portfolio with a $16.13 million apartment in Manhattan's Flatiron neighborhood. Additionally, Bezos owns the Y-721, the world's largest yacht, valued at over $500 million. In 2023, Forbes ranked Bezos as the 2nd wealthiest person in America and the 3rd wealthiest globally. According to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, as of February 2024, Bezos' net worth stands at approximately $197 billion, making him the 2nd wealthiest person in the world. In 1992, Jeff Bezos met Mackenzie Tuttle while working at D.E. Shaw in Manhattan. They married a year later and moved to Seattle in 1994, where Bezos founded Amazon. Together, they have 4 children, including 3 sons and a daughter adopted from China. In March 2003, Bezos was involved in a helicopter crash in West Texas while surveying land for Blue Origin. Despite sustaining only minor injuries, Bezos and the other occupants, including the pilot and Amazon lawyer, all survived. Bezos made a cameo appearance as a Starfleet official in the 2016 movie Star Trek Beyond and attended a screening at San Diego Comic-Con. His interest in speech recognition, particularly for Alexa, inspired his desire to be part of the Star Trek franchise. His family corporation, Zephram LLC, is named after a character from Star Trek, Zephram Cochrane. In January 2019, Bezos and his wife Mackenzie announced their divorce after 25 years of marriage. Reports surfaced of Bezos having an affair with media personality Lauren Sanchez, which led to accusations of extortion and blackmail from American Media Inc. Bezos accused the company's owner of threatening to publish intimate photos unless he stopped investigating the leaks. The divorce was finalized in April 2019, with Bezos retaining 75% of the couple's Amazon stock and Mackenzie receiving the remaining 25%. In May 2023, Bezos and Lauren Sanchez became engaged. Bezos also holds the honorary position of chair of the Explorers Club. In May 2017, Jeff Bezos donated $1 million to the Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press, supporting legal services for journalists. He later expressed interest in philanthropy via Twitter, seeking ideas for long-term charitable endeavors. Despite criticism urging higher wages for Amazon workers, Bezos committed $2 billion in September 2018 to address American homelessness and establish nonprofit preschools for low-income communities. Bezos' philanthropy extends to education and environmental causes. He made a $33 million donation to the Dream.us for college scholarships for undocumented immigrants. Additionally, he contributed to Breakthrough Energy Ventures for emissions-free energy and with honor to increase veteran representation in politics. In February 2020, Bezos pledged $10 billion to combat climate change through the Bezos Earth Fund, later allocating millions to various environmental organizations. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Bezos donated $100 million to Feeding America for food banks and pledged $2 billion in November 2021 to restructure food systems and support nature conservation. He also initiated the Courage and Civility Award, granting $100 million each to Van Jones, Jose Andres, and Dolly Parton for their humanitarian work. In 2024, he donated $50 million each to Eva Longoria and Bill McRaven. Bezos Academy, a network of tuition-free preschools for low-income families, was established by Bezos. These schools operate similar to the Montessori method. Additionally, in November 2022, Bezos awarded $123 million to organizations assisting homeless families in finding permanent housing through the Day One Families Fund.